Lately, I've been sitting with this idea of vulnerability, vulnerability. I'm going to be honest with you. For a long time, I thought that being a strong Christian meant having it all together. I thought fear was a sign of weak faith and vulnerability was a liability. But lately, God has been showing me that the very thing I was trying to hide is actually where his power shows up the most. If you've been feeling stuck in a cycle of fear, or like you have to wear a mask to church or in your prayers, this video is for you. We're getting real today. We're talking about the beauty of being broken before God. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Rachel, and here on The Life of Ray, we talk about faith that's real, practical, and for everyday life. Lately, I've been sitting with this idea of vulnerability, and we're all juggling families, we're all juggling careers, we have personal goals, and sometimes it feels like there's no room to say, I'm actually really scared right now. I think there's this unspoken rule in Christian circles that if you're praying enough or reading enough, you shouldn't feel anxious. But when I look at the Bible, I see a different story. I see David crying out in Psalms, my soul is in deep anguish, Elijah wanting to give up. For me, the fear usually hits, around midnight, is that fear of, did I do enough? Am I doing enough? Is this path actually God's plan for my life, or is this just my own ambition? I used to try to pray the fear away by reciting Bible verses, playing loud music, almost as if I was trying to convince God I wasn't scared, so he wouldn't be disappointed in me. And just like we talked about in that Get Ready With Me video, what feels small to someone else can actually feel really big to you. And God does not brush that off to say it could be worse. He meets you right where you are. But I realized something. You can't heal what you won't reveal. Does anyone else feel like they have to clean up their thoughts before they talk to God? So there's a specific moment that I want to share with you. A few weeks ago, I was feeling completely overwhelmed by a situation I couldn't control. I felt like that old familiar fear rising up, the kind that makes your chest tight. Instead of the usual, I'm fine, God's got it routine, I just sat on the floor in my room and I said, Lord, I'm terrified. I feel weak and I don't have a plan. In that moment of total vulnerability, I felt such peace. And it reminded me of 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9, where it says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. When we are vulnerable, we stop relying on our own strength, which is limited, and we start tapping into God's strength, which is infinite. Vulnerability, it's about being honest so that God can actually enter into the conversation. So how do we actually do this in our everyday lives? Because I'm all about practical faith. Step 1, name the fear. Don't just say, I'm stressed. Say, I'm afraid of failing, or I'm afraid of being alone. Bringing it into the light takes away its power. Step 2, take it to the word, but don't weaponize it against yourself. Use scripture as a comfort, not a checklist. Step 3, find your safe people. Vulnerability starts with God, but it's sustained in community. Whether it's a small group or a trusted friend, find someone that you can be unfine with. I want to speak to the person watching this who feels like they're in a waiting room or a season of high anxiety. I've been there. Anxiety to where you start hyperventilating. I've been there. Maybe you're struggling with your mental health. or a relationship is falling apart. I've been there. I've told you guys in a past video, my mental health, without God, I would be nothing. I wouldn't be here talking to you. You feel guilty because you think you should be more joyful as a Christian. Please hear me. Please hear me. God is not intimidated by your fear. He's not waiting for you to get it together before he moves. He wants to meet you in your fear. Your vulnerability is the doorway to the breakthrough you've been praying for. Thank you guys so much for sitting with me today and let me being a little bit more open than usual. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button. It really helps this video reach those people who might be feeling the same way. And if you haven't joined the family yet, I would love for you to join the community. We talk about real, practical, everyday faith. I want to leave you with this question. What is one fear that you're afraid to talk to God about? You don't have to share it in the comments if it's personal, but maybe write it down on a piece of paper and right next to it, I'm letting this go as of today as a declaration. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.